Hey, friends, let's continue talking about Reels because they are the number one way to reach your target audience. Hi, this is Connie Suarez. I am a network marketing mentor. I am passionate about helping you help your team cross stage. That frustration, that passion rather, comes from my frustration over 6 years of working old school strategies and not getting results for me and my team. And I know that we didn't work as hard at the old school strategy because it just wasn't a good fit for us. If you're a hardworking network marketer who really wants to see results without having to do the spammy things that we were doing before they were defined as spammy, actually, then this is where you need to be. This is for you. Building a network marketing team is hard work. And it does require that we get out of our comfort zone from time to time. But it needs to be in alignment with our values and who we are as a person. So I love using the tools that are provided on social media to help me grow my business. And my business is helping you grow yours. That is, as I said, my passion. When you email me and tell me, thank you, Connie, because of the new strategies you've been teaching me, my team crossed stage. It was the greatest moment of my life. Well, it'll be a red letter day for me. So I thought we'd finish up this mini series on Reels with 5 common mistakes that we make when we're creating Reels. I'm going to give you just a bit of full disclosure. I got these mistakes, this list of mistakes from AI because I thought, well, I want to learn here. So they make sense, and I'm going to share them with you. I've got the notes in front of me. I will add my own thinking on it as well. We don't want to let AI do all our thinking for us. First mistake that people make is lack of planning. My AI source says that many people start creating Reels without a clear idea of what they want to achieve. I would guess that that's a problem for a lot of what we do online in our posting. If you don't know what you want to achieve, then you're probably not going to accomplish that. So it's important to have a plan in place before you start filming. I would go so far as to say that when you start creating your presence on social media, whatever media you choose, there should be an underlying plan. There should be a strategy that you've chosen. And that's, for me, where mentoring really helped. And if you want information on the mentoring that I get, then drop the word mentor in the comments and I'll get you more information. But think about the message you want to convey and how you can make your reel visually appealing. And you want to kind of think about being, as much as possible, entertaining. For me, these are all tall orders. I am still growing in the production, the creation of Reels. I am not the master here. I'm still learning. This is something that I know for any video that we're doing. This one right here. I've worked hard to do what I can to make this video as much quality as I can. And I'm still working on that as a matter of fact, but I bought a higher quality. I didn't buy the most expensive webcam. I'm just old school enough. I like to work from my desktop. And so I do have a webcam built into my laptop. And of course, I have the camera with my phone. And I've tried using the phone, but this setup right here is really good for me. So you would not believe, I think I need to do a expose on myself. It won't be now, but I think I'll probably do a reel with it. You wouldn't believe what's behind me. I'm using Zoom to record this. I'm using my Logitech Brio camera and its microphone. Those aren't the best, but I want to have good quality audio and video. And let me know if the audio and the video are of good quality for you. And I'm using the blur factor on my Zoom. Let me see if I think I can undo that. I can uncheck that, and you'll see that there are fold marks in, that's actually one of my tablecloths. But I'm going to put the blur back on. I could also choose a virtual background. I find those a little bit distracting when I'm watching somebody with the background put in. And so I don't use those. Plus, they're not real. And I do want to be real. I want to be honest. And so I'm doing everything I possibly can to make my video good. Now, the third mistake is ignoring the audio. So I'm using right now the Brio microphone because, well, this morning I couldn't find the lavalier mic that I like to use. I've got two of those, and one of them, the little crocodile clip, I can barely pinch it. So the one that I can, I wasn't a good girl and put it where it belonged after I used it the last time. Okay, here's a mistake that I'm probably guilty of: optimizing for mobile. Reels are designed to be viewed on mobile devices. And so we need to, when we're creating that reel, keep that in mind. And probably one of the reasons why the cell phone is recommended for reels is the being able to do the vertical, which fits into the screen of the reel. I was having trouble with my audio on my mobile phone. The voice and the picture weren't synced. And apparently there are some fixes for that, but I haven't figured them out yet. So I'm guilty of this one, no doubt. I haven't optimized for mobile. And for everything that we create for our online audience, it should be optimized for mobile, because that's where most of us do our reel watching, isn't it? That's pretty much what I do. Being too promotional. Okay, what that looks like, being too promotional: buy my products. Showing your products all the time. Even if you're not showing the name of your product, the name of your company, which is obviously the way to brand you and not your company, to brand you and not be an infomercial or a billboard for your company, that's a good marketing strategy for them. It isn't a good marketing strategy for you. And so just being too promotional. We have to promote what we are selling. We have to do that. But first of all, we have to have given out enough value that is just a free gift. And I love that. Well, when I've been an employee, that hasn't bothered me, getting paid for what I do. But for 15 years, I was the director of a nonprofit organization, and I hated that a large portion, we had a small budget, so a large percentage of our budget was my salary. And you wouldn't believe how many times I turned down a raise. And then one year the board put their foot down and said, you will take a raise. They gave me the raise, and within a month, donations had come in from 3 sources that made up that amount that they'd raised my salary. And it wasn't any of the board. It was people that had no idea of this. It was a God thing. But I hated fundraisers because I knew that a large percentage of the fundraiser was to pay me. And yes, I needed to be paid, and because I needed to pay the bills, but it was something I loved so much I would have done without being paid if there weren't that bill thing. And that's kind of the way I feel about what I do now. I have to pay bills, so I have to promote things for money, but I want to give way more value to you than I get back in dollars. So that's, I hope, the way you are going to be building your business, because that's the way, the group that I am with right now that is providing me with the information I need to grow my business, the mentorship to help me keep focused, do just that. They teach 80-20, give 80% value and 20% promotional. And that's exactly what they do. They give so much. And I once told their chief marketing officer, I'm worried about your bottom line. You give so much away. And he said, oh, our bottom line is fine. Because when we give, we get. That is, there's a Bible verse about that somewhere. It's, you reap what you sow. In fact, this Bible verse talks about how we sow a little bit of seed and we get a huge harvest. If you sow sparing, well, the Bible, there's a verse that says, if you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. So give out lots of value to people. Tell people about how they can lose weight. Do the research. Use the chat AI or other AI. There's so many of them coming out now. Use the AI app software that you like, and do research on, if you sell weight loss products, look up weight loss. If you sell financial products, research good financial tips for people. People need those things and they are looking for them. And if you can do the research for them and just give them that information, you have given them value. And then 20% of the time you should be promoting your product. And so I'm going to promote my product just now. It's a freebie. Doesn't cost you a thing except your email address. And if you want to get that freebie, it's a digital recruiting boot camp, then comment boot camp and I'll get you the link to that. I hope this has been helpful for you. I want you to subscribe and encourage me that way. And if there's something you'd like to hear more about, what is it that you are struggling with? What are you and your team, what's holding you and your team back from crossing stage? Let me know. And I'll put AI to work for us, and then I'll bring it to you. This is Connie Suarez. I'll be in touch.